Cookie cutters, God gave you a nose to breathe with so you can keep your mouth shut. Welcome to the podcast. Take a seat.
Podcast 39 with our reoccurring guest, the shit Lord.
That's right.
Hisself.
That's right.
How you feeling, Hammerhead?
Tired.
You're always tired.
From what?
Just the whole day.
Tell us about it.
Woke up, went to the gym this morning, did my cardio, did my weights, and after that went to work, and then went back to the gym, did cardio, and that's it. Just drained from the whole day.
What do you think about that, Lenny?
It's kind of a lot of discipline, but I don't know if you should be doing so much cardio.
I knew you would say that.
I'm only doing 30 minutes and splitting it, breaking up 15 and 15. That's it.
What's the point? Why not just do the 30 and get it over with?
Because I split it up, it's better. I don't burn out. I eat my protein, I take my meals, and then I do the cardio at night.
No, you're just hoping people will notice you in the gym and want to take pictures.
Shut up! I do my cardio split up. That's the way I do it.
That's why you roam around Atlantic Avenue, roam around the Boca Mall, hoping somebody will be like, hey, it's Jason, let's take a picture.
No, I split up the cardio. Morning and night.
What's your goal now?
Whatever I can get in condition, I can get in. As long as I look okay.
Okay. Come on, Jason.
Better than okay.
I know you, the old
Way to reach for the stars.
Better than okay.
freak, the best in the world.
Fucking peeled, bitch.
Best in the world.
Fucking peeled.
The wheels on the bus go around
like a
and
stallion
round.
fucking freak.
That's better, more like it. And that is okay garbage.
Okay. Okay's for pansies.
And cookie cutters.
Yep.
Cookie cutter wimps.
Yes, pussies.
What'd you think of all the stuff Dale sent us? It's very generous of you, Dale.
But that
Thanks
last
again.
drive, Dale, I have to say, you got me on that one. You got me. You had me hook, line, and sinker like a canned fishing tournament.
He had no fucking idea. Those panties that Dale sent, he said were Cornelius, but he was wearing them in the gym, and you put your mouth on them.
I didn't know that until after I put my mouth.
You sniffed those things like your life depended on it.
Actually,
Now you got some of Dale's dick cheese all over your
then,
fucking mustache.
If it is, Dale's very hygienic. Put it that way.
Oh,
No stink.
No.
What do you think about that, Dale?
Dale, your balls don't stink. Congratulations.
On that, Dale.
All those sponge
Trunks are cool, too.
It's all those sponge baths at the hospital. They clean his balls real good.
The nurses take care of you up there
Yeah.
in North Carolina.
The nice black ones. Those black country girls. They just love to put their hands on a white man's nutsack like you.
That was very generous of Dale. Dale sent us a very nice little care package.
Classic muscle magazine.
We know what a generous person Dale is because, we've been with him and all that. So I'm glad everyone else gets a chance to see it. Dale's a friend of ours, and he's always been very generous. And
he's a freak.
Yeah, like Jason.
A freak.
Yeah, we got reprimanded by Jay about that whole package. What was that text? He sent that in a group text.
God.
If you guys don't wipe your ass with those shirts and burn them, I'm going to deal with you individually myself.
But what I don't understand,
is that?
how did he know that Dale sent us that stuff? That's I still can't figure that one out.
I guess he might have saw the universal order.
But he didn't say that he sent us a package.
Maybe he probably put two and two together. He probably figures it's coming.
I don't remember telling him that. Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. Just because you have a problem with them doesn't mean we have to have a problem with them. I hate when people do that shit.
Yeah.
Like
You ever see that show on PBS? It's called.
we're not a fucking gang like you said.
Right. Like we're the Bloods and Dale's a member of the Crips, so we're supposed to hate him no matter what.
You ever seen that
it's so stupid.
Something like this 100, 200 years from now will be auctioned off for top dollar.
For I knew Lenny is holding up a paint can that Dale put some graphics on.
Here we are looking for a thing to open it. Look, Dale conveniently had something taped right there for that purpose.
Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't even notice that.
I didn't even see that either.
This is
Holy
all-
shit! You should have noticed.
This
You're the
is
one holding the
not
fucking
magic
thing.
marker. This is specially monogrammed tape. Very professionally done.
He's got a print. I think he's got a printing machine now or something.
Wow.
That's why he's able to make all these clothes.
Only took 7 minutes for Jason to be glued to his cell phone. Jason, are we not entertaining you?
Yeah, no, I'm looking at something. I'm looking at
What?
what's going. My mom left me a voicemail. I have to call my mom. It's so stupid.
Call it. Put her on speaker.
Yeah.
Let's hear it. Why not?
Jason.
It could be important. I'll call for 1 minute. She was trying to call me. 1 minute. It'll only be 5 minutes.
So what are those magazines he got you? Sent you?
Muscle Mag International, Robert Kennedy's, January 1983. Tom Platt's on the cover. I'll win the Olympia or die trying.
Those have probably been sitting on the top of his father's toilet for the last fucking 30 years.
He's not calling his mom.
He's not calling.
It's a troll.
And troll. Exactly.
Absolutely.
That's what he does.
He just locked himself in my
He's
bathroom.
fucking useless.
13-year-old Garrett Walsh, the youngest competitive bodybuilder, who I would say makes up the same age as me right now. Where is Garrett Walsh now? He's 48 years old. Look at him with his little cookie cutter hairstyle. Already predicted to be a top bodybuilder.
That skinny kid?
Yeah.
What's his name? Garrett Walsh?
Walsh. 13 at the time, so he's the same age as me. If anybody knows the whereabouts of Garrett Walsh...
Do you think it's possible for a person to be able to tell that a 13-year-old has the genetics or whatever for bodybuilding?
Yeah.
Just by looking at him at 13?
Oh, as an interesting side note, Garrett was with his parents in their trailer camping in Montreal, Canada, of all places, when a stray bullet came in one side of his head and came out the other. Probably 100.
Jesus. Maybe it was Dale.
Yeah. Dale, we were alive in 83.
He got caught in Dale's canned hunt. took one to the head.
Isn't there another young kid that's a bodybuilder? What the fuck is that kid's name?
From years ago?
No, I think he's right now. I thought it was some...
Oh, yeah, I saw him. Yeah, he was with Jeremy Buendia.
Lenny, I don't know if you know this or not, but I was messaging someone today on Facebook. He asked me not to say his name, so I'm not going to, and he lives in the UK. You have a nickname in the UK. All of your UK fans. He wrote me... also, could you ask Lenny what he thinks about his UK fans calling him the Misfit Mountain? I'd love to hear his reaction. Many thanks, Andrew. All the best to you and the Delray Misfits. So
I couldn't be more pleased to be called a mountain.
The Misfit Mountain.
That's the ultimate compliment. The Misfit Mountain.
Yeah.
Now that Dave Crossland's trimmed up a little bit, I'm the new king of size, I guess, in the UK.
I wish this mic cord was long enough where I can go stick it underneath the door.
Very loud in there.
I
I think he's talking to his mother because he always yells at
I
her.
appreciate the UK's obvious recognition of my incredible size. And it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger, as you'll soon see in the next coming.
Jason, turn out the light, please.
Gotta go, mother. Goodbye.
Have her on the podcast. Let's.
Jason.
She had to go. She's
Good.
family member.
She's working on her dancing skills. By the way, did you see the new "You Gotta Be a Freaks" video?
Yeah.
Shout out to You Gotta Be a Freak.
Yeah.
He did some music editing over Jane doing her dance at that bar we were at that day. Did you see it?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
You didn't see it. You're just saying.
I did see it. I watched pieces of it. I strolled through it. I saw myself singing to like an idiot.
So, Jason, if you don't want me to talk about this, just tell me and I'll shut up. But why do you go on your live streams and talk about gear?
Because I have to be honest. People want to know that.
Did they ask you or did you volunteer it?
I volunteered it. I want to be honest with people. You want to get... Listen, people...
Talk into the mic.
People
Go ahead,
think...
give them your social security number.
People think that fucking fart powder and all these pre-workouts and all this shit works. Let me tell you the shit.
Pre-workouts, you could argue work. It's the other stuff.
What's garbage? The only thing what works is pre-workouts, protein shakes, and vitamins. That's it. But let me tell you something. You want to get big? You want to get ripped? Take fucking gear. Simple as that.
Okay, so what's new? Like, what?
Well, everybody.
We've heard you say
I'm
this
just
shit before.
I'm sick and tired of fucking people saying that they're fucking completely natural. It's a scam in the fitness. If you're gonna say you're natural, go fucking run over a bus.
Isn't that sort of the? Hasn't that always been the formula of success for many of these YouTube fitness people? Start a YouTube channel, claim natty, look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and try to sell the bullshit products that you claim to be using that get you looking that good when you're really using PEDs.
Well, the reason why they're doing that is because they're geting paid.
All right.
Well, there's no reason back then. I mean, when you had these kind of bodybuilders,
And you would do it too if you were
endorsing
getting
their
paid.
supplements back then.
No.
I don't see
Yes, you
hardly
would.
any ads yet. I mean, I'm looking through it.
I would still admit it like Rich Piana did.
And that's why you wouldn't get sponsored.
Who cares about a sponsorship? Fucks the fart powder.
Well, what would a sponsorship get you anyway?
Free-
T-shirts and free fart powder.
Yeah,
really.
basically. Yeah. Most of these athletes.
You're
use
right.
free
Who
fart
needs a
powder.
sponsorship? I agree. Yeah. If that's what you're getting out of it, I agree.
Garbage.
Yeah, but there's young kids that believe all that shit.
It's sad.
It
it's
is.
It's really sad.
Bigger, stronger, faster. Go watch that documentary. That's it.
Yep.
We've said it many times. It's like
You want to get big, you want to get lean, shoot up. Simple as that.
It's not that simple though. A lot of people can't find shit. It's not that easy. And in other countries, like Hamburg over there in Sweden, can't get his hands on anything.
Some countries you can.
Yeah, some you can, but some you can't.
Why can't he get anything over there? Does it have the source?
No, it's highly illegal.
Fucked up.
Even for legitimate purposes, if you have very low testosterone, you can go to a doctor over there and your test level can be 100. They still won't prescribe it.
Florida, I mean, the United States are very lenient about that stuff.
Depends on the doctor. Depends on the state.
Florida's pretty lenient.
Yeah.
This was the, what did they call this back when they had the pill mills down here? The
Yep.
Redneck Riviera?
Yep.
That's why I like
Went
Florida.
from Tampa up to Kentucky.
That's why I like
where they
Florida.
run
That's
those
why I like
pills up.
Florida. It's a good place to live to get your goodies.
It's the pipeline. This is
listen.
where all the drugs come into the country is in fucking Florida.
When you
know
live,
it.
we live in Florida. It's a warm weather climate, so people want to look good all year round. You know, it's not like you spend 5 months covered up with 5 layers of clothing. So naturally, people
Wanna look jacked.
gear is going to be more prevalent in a warmer
I
climate.
understand the young women are using it.
Not in a cold dumping
Record
place
numbers.
like New York.
More young women than ever before.
Really?
And they're using the appropriate ones for women. See, women are always some are.
Women, you know
smarter.
what's damn? The
Dude,
damn
he's talking. Do not interrupt.
Excuse me.
Well, Jason is the freak and a legend.
I want to say this. The damn
Jason
shame.
as president.
Don't fucking.
Jason
do that.
as
Don't start.
president.
The damn shame is these girls who are the bikini models or the figure models say they're all natural. That's bullshit. They're using Anavar and
Absolutely.
cutting agents. That's BS bullshit. I seen this. I seen girls who
What
are
does Anavar do for a woman, Jason?
lean them up.
Hardens them up. Even strippers back in the 90s would do Winstro, Anavar, things like that to tighten their body up. And porn stars would use it to, when you're having multiple intercourse, anally or vaginally, that helps that tissue heal up between shoots.
Did you say in your live stream this morning you use HGH?
Yeah.
You do? Mm-hmm. You know how expensive that is? The real shit?
I can get it cheap under dealer's costs. Yeah, I can.
And where do you inject that specifically?
My stomach.
Your stomach? Mm-hmm. How many times a week?
I do an IU every other day. IU and a half every other day.
An IU and a half every other day. I don't know anything about HGH
IU.
protocol. So, Lenny, is that legitimate or not?
That's about right. Low doses.
Come on, Lenny.
Why don't you just do 1 or 2? And I think the protocol is that pretty much every day, or you could do 5 days on, 2 days off. But I mean, you could do whatever you want. But
I'm doing no.
Yeah,
but
do
now,
whatever
but,
you want.
But now I'm doing it every day. The first.
Hey,
one,
and you know what? If you inject it in your face, your head will grow like mine. Inject it right into your forehead so you can have a dwarf head like me.
I don't see what's so really large about your head.
Yeah, because you see me in person. These people see me on a fucking camera. So and I'm not I'm not that vain where I have to get the exact great angle of myself. You know what I mean? I put the camera like here where it makes your head look the fucking biggest. But
you know
this
what's a
is fun.
shame though, and I really laugh at it. That Kai Muscle guy said he was all natural 2 years ago when he was big. Now he looks like crap.
Well, that's a
What is
class.
his name? You still don't know what his name
Cali
is.
Muscle.
Chuck Basher.
Chuck Basher put it that
He
way.
looks like crap.
He does.
He looks like crap, but I bet you if you and him got on a stage, he would win. He
does-
still looks better than you, even though he looks
Jason's
like crap.
got better legs.
Yeah. He's got small legs, that guy.
Well, look, that goes back to the formula I just said a few minutes ago. Claim natty, sell your own shit, say I look this good off my
It's
own
just a
shit.
fucking scam.
Young, impressionable dimwits buy it.
Dumbass.
Thinking they're going to look like that, and they don't.
Whatever he takes and he says he takes, nobody else will. I mean, you don't look like somebody that even fucking hardly lifts.
Shut up, asshole.
Did he ever?
Fucker.
Did he ever respond or anything about not being at the expo when you called him out?
She never said anything, as far as I know.
No, yeah. I never saw anything.
He's a pussy.
You heard it there, maniacs. Spread the word. Maybe he'll be at the Arnold Classic.
Oh, then Big Rob can confront them.
By the way, his girl ain't that pretty, by the way. I seen she's okay, but not that pretty.
Who cares? She's
Yeah.
with him. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
What anybody else's chick looks like. They're with them, not you. What do you give a fuck?
I just think...
Hey, not everybody likes sauerkraut. You know, everybody has different flavors. There's some chicks that I've seen, or whatever, not chicks. Excuse me.
See, he said it.
Shims
Called them chicks.
that Leonard's fucked that he finds highly attractive. I don't. He'll look at these fat black chicks and think that they're fucking
Gorgeous.
10s. They're not. Everybody has different tastes.
Yeah.
Cornelius's girl's very delicious. Very beautiful.
That's
sexy.
that's crossing the boundaries. Watch your ass,
Especially-
brother.
well, for me,
Cornelius knows.
for
He's
me
cool
to
about it.
think about that way for a blonde speaks volumes, because I've sort of drifted off the white meat, if you will, in the past 10 years.
10 years you haven't been attracted to white women?
Well, rarely. I mean, I'm talking about blondes. They're just so cookie cutter, but some about his wife is just...
Did you like black chicks your whole life, or you just realized that?
No, I first started liking Italian girls, because when puberty kicked in, I went to a Catholic school. My parents had me bus to St. Joseph's, and those girls were hot.
That's why you have that infatuation for Christina.
Yeah. But these girls were hot, and they were do things that the normal girls in Oakmont wouldn't do. They were those lower
Catholic school girls.
Well, they were like the lower class type. I don't want to say lower class, but say the lower working class Italian girl Catholics in the 80s with the tight pants, the makeup, the hair, getting into all that stuff.
They put the fucking gallon of hairspray in their hair.
And I jerk off. Once I learned how, I jerk off about a gallon of cum a day.
Oh,
And I remember the one, I'll say it right now.
And you just said that.
And
the other day.
somebody got to find me one, the Flex magazine with Carla Dunlap on the cover, where she's jumping in the air wearing a skirt.
Somebody send me a
And it
photo.
looks like, it looks
You
like
can Google image search it.
it looks like she's bottomless.
Okay, so calling all meme makers. Someone Google image search Carla Dunlap on the cover of what is
Flex
it?
magazine.
Flex magazine, and put Lenny's face underneath it. Carla Dunlap.
Basically, looked like she was bottomless, man.
There'll be 5 different memes
was a
by
bucket.
tomorrow morning.
You needed a bucket brigade for all my
Bottomless. You mean no undies? Did she have like a little tennis skirt on or something?
Yes.
Yeah,
Nice.
Whoa.
She's very flexible.
she's a Pilates instructor. Pilates, how do you pronounce that?
Pilates.
Pilates.
You're right as always, Jason.
Thank you, Jason.
Yeah.
Did you just say as always? You're
As
such a
always.
smart ass fuck.
Sometimes I think Jason's just not of this world. He was sent here.
The two
to
of you are.
educate
We're
us.
both looking at fucking aliens right now.
You know, when we talk about what happens when you're dead, I think it's a very good chance Jason was sent here.
Jason, what do you think of Lenny's nickname in the UK, the Misfit Mountain?
That's a catchy name.
What would you be? The Misfit what?
The Misfit-
Moron Mountain.
No, not the moron mountain. The misfit bull.
What?
Bull stallion, baby.
Bull Stanton.
Stallion. Italian stallion.
There you go.
Rock hard ram, bitch.
Bull Stanton, the rock hard ram, bitch.
It's so great when these two are together, man. They
Oh,
they just fuel each other.
It's great. And then our IQs drop.
No, I'm not together. It's Jason's up here and I'm just down here.
We'll ram some fucking.
You love gassing him up. You're such
We'll
a
ram our
He's
fucking
such a
haters
fucker.
hard. we'll take a choo-choo train and ram their fucking heads apart.
A lot of sexual innuendo there, Jason.
Why don't you
take
just shoot him with that little fucking Nerf gun?
No,
that
we'll
Dale
take
said?
our horns and ram them in their ass. Their pipe.
A lot of gay innuendo, Jason.
Woo! Naked your boy Ric Flair.
Gee, Jason, you're rupturing my eardrums.
Jason, I understand and regret to say here that you aren't coming to see the NWO this weekend.
That's okay.
But
Well, you couldn't swindle McLeod into paying for you? I know you messaged him.
No, I didn't message him.
You sure?
No, I didn't.
any words you want for the
Ask Bravo for the
Scott
money.
Hall, Kevin Nash, and Hulk Hogan?
Wish them best of the luck.
I certainly will.
Best of the luck.
Wish you were there.
Wish you were there to ruin the shout out to Dale.
By the way, all maniacs, if you want to come to the area and meet us,
Let's get Dale, brother. Hold on, I want to take a picture with you, Hulk. Remember that, Jason?
Yeah.
You know how much shit you caught for that?
Yeah.
But what I always say in your defense is that I was down to my last battery for my camera and it was about to die. So even if Lenny and Hulk kept going at it for another 5 minutes, I probably only could have filmed another 30 to 45 seconds. So yeah, you ruined the mint, but you didn't ruin the mint. Remember that?
Yeah.
Let's get Dale, brother. And Jason just steps right in.
He was in full form.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was ready.
Well, he was 3 sheets to the wind.
because he watches it. He wasn't aware of when I called Mel out and all that stuff. Mel was here, by the way, didn't come and visit.
Was he? When?
He was here with JT doing an event for motorcycle.
And they're opening some medical place, Core Medical or something. I think he's partnering up with them. One of JT's friends.
What's Core Medical?
Holy hormone clinic or something. Have to look.
Oh,
it
yeah,
up.
I know him. I know his buddy.
Yeah.
Sid, yeah.
Yeah.
I
He's
know
cool.
him. Yeah,
Nice
he's
guy.
a good guy.
Used to see him at the gym.
Yep. Also, at where we used to work, too. He was there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Some of
He
my
was dating a member. And
some of my fans are so jealous. Let me tell you this: they're so jealous that they could wish they could get their hands on gear where they live, but they can't get it.
say that again?
They wish they could get the gear, but they can't get it because they don't. They live in a shithole dump.
Who you referring to?
Some fans.
You want to make some extra money, Jason?
Yeah, what?
So all that gear you get for cheap, why don't you just sell it to those fans that can't get it in other countries and send it to them?
No.
Charge like 10 times the amount you pay for it.
No, I get in trouble. Not my. Shut up, bro. You fucking ass.
But when Jason leaves here, he's going to be like, hey, that's not a bad idea.
You're an ass.
He's going to ask me later, how do you send this shit through?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
How much would it cost me to send this shit to Africa?
Jason will be filling up vials of HGH in the sink with water,
Fake shit.
sending them to the UK.
HGH is the easiest thing to fake. I mean, when you got to know its results.
Is HGH thick or is it like
It's in a powder
water?
form.
It's in a powder once
I
you
have a
mix it with the
powder.
water.
I have the powder form.
It should be clear once you mix it with the
I have
water.
mine's clear. Mine's
Yeah.
clear. Mine's clear. HGH, very clear. Crystal clear.
Just be careful with that shit. You don't want eyebrows like Andre the Giant. I'm serious.
A real quick way to test it, if your stomach's empty, which it should be when you inject, is you'll start to feel a little sleepy.
I do feel sleepy.
After
Notice that.
injecting,
I feel
yeah.
dizzy and sleepy.
Yeah.
Once you inject it, you do?
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
dizzy and sleepy.
When do you take it?
In the morning, right when I rise.
Good.
Shouldn't you take it before bed then if you get sleepy?
Look at the quality of your skin. Looks great. Your forehead,
Yeah, it looks good. It looks a lot better since I've been using it.
your hair is actually growing again.
Oh, we got to get fucking Jay Masters on that shit. Save a couple bottles for him. Maybe his skin will clear up and his hair will grow back.
You might get ripped too. Get on stage.
What's a hard comer, Jason? Somebody asked Jason what a hard comer is.
When you take a load.
When you take a load.
Jason, I know we in the
You
podcast,
like to take loads, don't you?
we like to
Yeah.
be honest.
Right on your face.
Have you had another Ashley Banks since then?
No.
That's dedication.
Stay away from girls. They're nothing but trouble.
She wasn't. They looked too much trouble that day. She looked like she had a good time, and so did you.
Yeah, it was kind of fun.
With no strings attached? No, it's fine.
Yeah. I don't want to have a girl as a wife. That would be a headache. Her telling me, you can't film YouTube videos.
That's
you
right.
can't upload. You can't do
Could you
shit.
imagine? Honey, I want to go out and go film a gym video. You did one yesterday. You're staying home tonight and we're watching a movie. What
It stopped me from making my money, bitch.
what would you say to her?
Fuck you, bitch. You're stopping me from making my dinero, motherfucker.
Oh, that's love. That's charming. You're a fucking lady killer there. You're never gonna get fucking laid. Don
Juan.
Pay for it. You're fine.
Yeah. And I don't want to be in marriage.
I don't want to see this. I don't want to see you go on a live video or another video saying, I'm so lonely. I don't have a girl. I'm lonely. I'm just depressed. I don't have anybody. I'm lonely.
Listen,
This is why you're lonely.
Have you seen these realistic blow-up dolls, like fake? I don't know what they call them.
They have robots.
They cost like $2,000. They actually have brothels now for these these sex mannequins, and they take out the vagina, they clean it, they reinsert it, and for the next, John, you can buy one. Yeah, you can rent one.
you can fuck them.
Yeah,
That's
that's the whole point.
Do they look real?
You know what? They should make one that looks like Christina
Do
Broccoli.
they look real?
They look real. They feel real.
No, they shouldn't.
Do they talk like real women?
Christina,
I haven't been with one. I don't know.
sexual object.
Do they talk like real women, you think?
I don't think they speak, Jason. You're just supposed to be physically intimate with it.
No, but you think about it. I mean, how much? If they're charging like $3,000 for these things, can't you get one specially made to look like somebody?
That's what they do.
What if you got one to look like Jennifer Aniston? Could she sue?
Or Natalie Portman. Isn't that the one you like?
Yeah, I want one Natalie Portman. Can I buy one? I want to fuck her. Let me buy one as my dream baby.
They custom make these sex dolls now.
Can I look online, please?
Sure, of course you can.
What's the name of the website?
Whoever knows what it is, DM Jason. DM.
I read an article about it no more than a week ago in a New York Post.
Well, they said in Texas they have a brothel with them.
Oh yeah. I think Atlanta, Georgia too.
And it's going to evolve to the point where, sick as it sounds, they're going to have the pedophiles having a robot with a child's face on it and such. Multiple sexual.
Why is that funny?
I want one with Natalie Portman,
organs.
bitch.
What, Jason?
I want one with Natalie Portman.
All right, we heard you the first 6 fucking times.
Start a GoFundMe, Jason.
Yeah.
They're going to have ones with an animal's face on it. Any dirty thing you can think of, someone's going to want to develop.
Customly made, yeah.
Anything.
You think they'd make it? You think if you made the most sick, fucked up request, they'd do it? I guess if you pay them enough.
Sure, yeah, because it's not a use.
What would your idea deal
My
toy?
dirty little request for a robot? I would make one that was like 10 feet tall. A 10, 10, 10, 10.
God.
A 10, 10, 10,
How could you
10.
couldn't even fit it in your
10
front door?
feet tall. Get it?
4 tens.
Right. And what it would
Your
be.
ceiling's not even 10 feet high.
I would go to where the robot is, Einstein.
No, you keep it at your house. It's for you to keep.
Right.
Frankenstein with that big head of yours.
You can buy your own, I'm saying. So if you could buy your own and they said you can customize it to whatever you want, what would you do?
Boob size, ass size, hair color, eye
in
color,
your house.
cheekbones, lips. I mean, think of every little physical characteristic that turns you on, and you can customize it.
I can dress up in sexy lingerie.
That's
How about-
great.
How
That's
about
wonderful.
a Carla Dunlap doll
Do they walk too?
with a
No, Jason, you
10-inch phallus
they spread their legs and you fuck them. That's how it works.
right on top of her vagina. Right on top of her
They don't
butthole.
walk like robots?
So she's got
No.
two
They only do
taints
the
to
fucking,
suck.
right?
Oh my God.
Two taint Carla.
Explain
So
it.
you'd put a dick where her chode is?
It would be a dick, a taint, a vagina, a taint, and an anus. So you have a two taint Carla.
Explain. What do they do? What's the only thing they do? Fuck?
You lay it down and you have your way with it.
How
Suck its tits, fuck it.
It's a robot. It's an actual robot.
What does it do? It moves? It does?
It feels lifelike. Like,
Does anything.
these things are so high tech.
She could.
Based on what I read,
She could
They
fist
feel
you,
like-
it
finger
feels
you,
like a soft
fuck you.
human.
You don't have to worry
female
about
skin.
getting diseases. What you do is
Does it moan like a
you
whore?
fill up.
Does it moan like a whore?
A good semen
I'm sure
substitute is, I learned from Jay Masters' video, is kefir. It's the same look as like, tranny sperm. So a lot of those devices, you can have it to where it ejaculates kefir. And, that's a high good source of protein. And
You two would have the
Intestinal bacteria.
after about 2 weeks. You two would have the nastiest fucking
Because you know what,
robots in the world.
Jason wouldn't clean its pussy.
No, exactly.
There'd be maggots in it.
It would just be laying on his couch, just fucking
Yeah.
drenched in his fucking jizz.
still be half the cleaner than the gashes down here, though.
Yeah, you know what? You're probably right. Probably cleaner than...
I'd rather buy that than than fuck a real hoe, because I know they have a lot of diseases.
I saw a new thing online on Instagram.
They got a lot of HIV and shit.
South Florida, you're right.
A lot of them do.
Miami-Dade County is one of the highest populations in terms of,
Delray's pretty bad, too, for the drug rehabbers.
Oh, yeah. That's what when I see those rehab shit, I shouldn't think
Stay away from them.
It's like, how many dicks do they suck to get
And how can you tell if she's one of those, Brad?
Even Lake Worth
How
is
do I
bad.
tell?
And you know what's even worse?
what?
She looks like a female version
Riviera
of you.
Beach is bad. Riviera Beach is bad. Real bad.
It's like Compton.
Yeah.
Actually, do you have Viceland, that channel, Vice?
Yes.
Dope Sick Nation, they filmed down here.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. It's fucking, I can't even watch. I watched some of that show just to see if I recognized any of these fucking people. Because, I have a lot of sober living on my route. And it's terrible what these drugs have done to these kids. And they said, I don't know why they send them here. This is the pipeline. This is where all the drugs come in.
It used to be not like it.
And the problem with down here is they go and they work at restaurants, and most, a lot of people in the restaurant business, cooks, waiters, whatever, they like to do blow. They like to party, drink, smoke. So these kids get jobs with these people that aren't in the fucking program, and before you know it, they're getting kicked out of their house. I see it every fucking day. There's a kid with his garbage bags full of his clothes sitting on the corner waiting to get picked up because he just got kicked out of the house.
And not only that, but if you're a waiter down here, especially during season, that can be a very high pressure job. And the last thing someone needs when they're trying to get clean and sober, when they're an addict, in those early stages, is a job that's going to be high pressure. Like when I used to work at Sunday House when I first moved down here, right, it's not there anymore, but right across the street from Sunday House was a little rehab place called the Lighthouse. And I would say 50% of our wait staff was from the Lighthouse. And as soon as they got double seated or there was a stressful situation while they're on the floor, they would flip the fuck out, lose their shit. And some of them would even go to their car and start using shit.
You know what's crazy? Delray, like 10, 15 years ago, wasn't as bad as drug rehab as it is now. It's even worse than it was 15 years ago.
Of course. It's all happened. It's boomed in the last 10 years, really.
15 years ago it was clean. Now it's all crap.
They say because now it's so big down here, they got a big support system. The rooms are, what they call them, rooms, where they go have their meetings and shit, are filled. I've seen rich kids from like fucking Delaware, Rhode Island, New York, who grew up with parents, that are wealthy. The father's working all the time, but, and the kids have no fucking adult supervision. They don't have any, their parents show them no kind of affection or love or anything, and they go out and fucking use. That's a lot. I've heard that story a lot.
It's just a never-ending. It's not going to stop the way it's happening. The solution to the problem.
It's big money. It's such a big money business.
That's why you have it here.
Yeah.
But the solution to the problem is you have to think. It's not so much parents aren't given affection. Parents are afraid and do not know how to dole out discipline.
That's true too.
I'll tell you, like, say for me right now, there was people doing it. I had no idea why. I had a curfew. I wasn't allowed out. There wasn't none of this. I'll call the cops on you if you hit me.
Right.
Last time one was my dad coming at me because he hit me with the belt before age 12. Then after age 12, he hit me with a fist. And that sort of kept me in line.
Yeah, look at you now. It works so fucking well.
Yeah, it does. Clean criminal record. Self-sufficient for the most part. And able to, not be a cookie cutter.
Oh, he put fear in you.
You have to do. That's what people...
Well, a lot of kids nowadays look at their parents as their buddies instead of, I'm your parent, I'm not your buddy.
That goes back to Dr. Spock. He was the pediatrician in the 60s and 70s, was kid's best friend. He was dead wrong.
Do I look a lot better since I've been using the growth a little bit?
Yeah, look at your skin tone. It's great.
I see.
You can tell your fingernails. See how thick my fingernails are?
My fingers look cleaner now. They cleaned out from the drugs.
Why don't you smell his fingers like you did Dale's balls?
That was a dirty, dirty trick.
That was great.
That was fucking great.
Dale.
He just posted. Somebody posted that video on Instagram. Chance Estates, right? Isn't that what?
Yeah.
You know what's sad though?
Chance Estates. It's fucking great.
All these It's more corrupt now with girls and guys in relationships now than it used to be. It's not like it when our grandparents were growing up. It used to be death do us part. Everybody's breaking up. Hollywood's, all these celebrities are fucking breaking up. And like it used to be. Couples don't last anymore like they used to. Not 50 years ago, at least.
Coming from a broken home doesn't necessarily mean you're going to run out and go use fucking drugs. It's very common now.
Yeah.
You can co-parent in different homes. It's not
ideal, but...
but it is what it is.
It's better than a child being in a house with
when I go to
two
Atlantic
parents that
every
can't
night
stand
and I
each
see...
other.
fighting. Exactly.
I guarantee when I go see all these Boca girls and these Boca guys and all these rich people, I guarantee a lot of these young kids in their 20s or 30s are probably using recreational drugs and partying and drinking too. Not just drinking. And they're fucking gonna die young because they're fucking doing a lot of drugs.
That's if they do too much.
Some of them do.
Well, oh well.
Unfortunately.
Hey,
it's sad.
You swim with sharks, you're gonna get bit. And guess what? I don't fucking feel bad for you.
It's their fault. It's their fault.
Whose fault?
The people who do it.
You gotta have willpower.
Yeah.
It's mind over matter. Just like all that shit you take. Could you just stop taking everything?
I've been off of it for a couple months. Yeah, clean. I didn't use that much when I was fat. I stopped for 6 months. I went cold turkey. I did. I know when to stop. After I'm out of show, I don't need the shit.
After you're out of shit.
After I'm out of a show and I'm not competing, get off all the crap and just eat and enjoy my life and live a normal life.
None of us will ever enjoy a normal life again. I'm afraid.
Yeah, exactly. We're fucking.
We're all
right.
eyeball deep in the piss.
Yeah.
In the Genova verse, unfortunately.
Speaking of which, that's a good transition, a good segue.
Yeah, I was going to mention something else too.
Let's see if we're on the same page here. How funny is it that a former NBA player's son is now unwittingly swimming in the piss of the Genovaverse? Are you aware of this, Lenny? What's going on?
Yeah, Brad recently informed me. Lindsey
Hunter, who was a good, serviceable NBA player. Big Rob called him a legend. He was hardly a legend. He averaged 3 points per game in his career.
Did he make a lot of money though?
Sure, of
course. Sure. NBA, they call it NBA money.
What is he making a year probably in the NBA?
Dude,
that's all you think about.
No, I'm just asking.
I'm sure he has millions in the bank. He was a good. He played primarily for the Detroit Pistons. He was a good player.
What did he make, like $2 to $3 million a year? About? What did you say?
I don't know. I mean, back then the salary cap was lower. Max deals were lower.
It depends.
When did he retire?
Different era.
When did he retire?
2005 or 6.
Don't worry. Don't worry when you stalk his son and ask him.
Just Google.
How many years did he play in the NBA for?
14 or 15.
So
maybe?
he played since 1990 to
he was an athletic point guard. He was.
Just Google him if you want to know.
So he played in the 90s
questions.
all the way up to 2005, somewhere around.
I can Google him right now, but I don't know the specifics. So anyway, I just think it's funny that the tentacles of the Genovaverse.
Well, I talked to his son, actually. I have his number.
Oh, do you?
He told me that his father retired from the NBA in 2010.
Yeah.
Somewhere
All right,
around there.
sounds
You're
about
not
right.
getting trolled. That is the real guy.
Yeah, I talked to him.
Okay.
He roughly retired about 8 years ago.
And now he's order 66ing people. He's doing shit with Johnny Bravo, and I just think it's funny.
Who can order 66 people? What's the rule? Can anybody just order 66
No, only
people?
the Lord can.
Who's the Lord?
Me.
You heard that, Jay Masters?
Only the Lord has the power.
You want to reestablish some order right now, Jason?
No, Lord Vader.
That's what I'm saying.
It has the power. Don't fucking cross the line with Lord Vader, or you'll drown in the piss.
So you're the only one that can issue an order 66.
The most powerful order 66. You'll drown in fucking piss.
Lenny,
I did it to McDonald's the other night. Like 300 of my troops spammed their shit.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
I ordered 66 McDonald's.
Why?
I found out they weren't putting the adjectives in, like
Adjectives.
their salts and their seasoning in the food anymore. So I ordered 66 their ass. They took out their salts and their seasoning.
Bullshit. Lenny, you ate some last week. Didn't it have salt in it?
No.
They took it out.
Are you serious?
Why, for health purposes?
Being cheap.
They're being cheap.
The fries didn't have salt on them?
You said a lot of times places won't give you plastic silverware.
They took it out. Fuck them.
Right.
And I ordered 66. 350 of my piss troopers spammed their shit.
Worldwide, the savings of not doing that adds up.
That's fucked up, man. Fuck McDonald's.
The fuck now.
Don't eat them.
Goodbye, McDonald's. Over 20 billion served.
So many.
Destroyed by Lord Vader.
Wendy's is better anyway.
You know what's the best, in my opinion, down here? Five Guys.
Worst.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Five Guys is good.
That's the best.
Yeah, it is. Down
Five
here.
Guys is but it's
Don Schultz.
It's expensive.
Very good burger.
You know what's
You think so?
Burger's not bad. It's good.
Good.
Chili Burger's good. You know, it's another good place. It's okay if you're in the mood for it. Either Sonic's or Steak and Shake. Not bad. They're decent for the price.
You know all the fast food places, don't you, Chief?
Yeah.
It's sick. That's where he gets that muffin top from.
The only place I really like down here and I enjoy is Steak and Shake because they got really fucking good milkshakes. And so Sonic too. Sonic's got some good ones. There's also some good burger places down here, but there's not many of them. Carl's and Junior's, they're good. You ever heard of Carl's and Junior's? They're good.
Junior.
Salute.
There's a few of them down here.
What are you sneezing for? You never sneeze.
I think there's one in Boca somewhere.
It's
A Carl.
got a little Dale pubic hairs up in his nose.
Yeah, Dale put something on those
Isn't there
hands.
one somewhere in Boca or Palmetto, Carl's Jr. somewhere around there?
I don't know.
I've heard of that.
No, it's
I've
not
heard
here.
of it.
Carl's
It's
Junior's out.
No, there's a few of them down here in Florida.
Okay.
There might be one somewhere in Boca.
Whatever you say, buddy.
They have like
You know
maybe
where
2 or
all the
3.
fast food joints
Yeah,
are.
I'm a genius.
Doesn't matter. All you have to do, you have a phone, just fucking type it into Maps.
Well, there
or
is a
Google, and
couple.
you
I
find
looked
out
at
where
one. I
everything
think there's
is.
one in Palmetto somewhere around there.
One place I have no interest in going.
Probably the best burger place in the world, I think, in my terms of opinion, is I used to go to this place in California, Little Mom and Pops in Sebastopol. You know where Sebastopol, California is?
No, I'm
Near Santa
guarantee you're
Rosa?
saying that wrong,
Near
but
Santa
go ahead.
Rosa? When I was about 15. When
Just say the name of the fucking
It was
place.
named La Jolla Burger, and they made fucking burgers from scratch. I don't know if it's there, and it was a little like outdoor place. You would sit out and you would eat. You buy your burger. It was like a little picnic place, and you bought the burger, and it was outside like a truck stand basically. The burgers were fucking phenomenal. Very expensive, $12 at the time, 10 years ago. Better than fucking In-N-Out, I'll tell you that.
You ever have a bison burger?
Very expensive, about $20.
Expensive.
They're good, but they're
Yeah.
expensive.
Tucker Dukes does a good job with the burgers there too. It's a good spot.
Any questions?
Oh, there's a lot.
I think the most expensive burger is a bison piece of meat burger with like $300 for a burger. Who wants to pay $300 for a burger though?
$300.
Yeah, it was on.
The best burgers you can make are at home.
No, but it's called. You ever seen that?
ground
I
chuck?
watched an old show on YouTube from Life in the Rich and Famous. I don't know if they do it anymore. This is like 1990, the last show episode, and they fucking show this bison burger, fucking huge for $300.
All right, didn't you just say that?
Yep.
Got a question
Who wants
for
to pay
Brad.
for that
You
much?
seem to enjoy your liquor any chance you get, and I see you regularly drink whiskey. I want to know if you've tried or heard thoughts on Conor McGregor's new Irish whiskey Popper 12. I heard it sucks.
Really?
Yeah. I heard it's not very good.
You want to hear something crazy?
Kinda like his last fight.
They have this. I watched this on a TV show. The most expensive ice cream chocolate. Fucking chocolate ice cream with 24 karat gold flakes on it. It's like $1,200. It's ridiculous. Who wants to spend $1,200? It's a fucking ripoff.
You get it and try to sell it for 15 right away.
Here, Jason, here's well, not a question, but a comment. And this is written in all caps. Try to motivate Lord Vader to get back to his best shape.
I'm going to be in better shape than that.
How can we do that?
You don't need to motivate me. I'm doing it all the work I'm on. I'm going to be in better shape than the fucking, and bigger and freakier because I'm on a bunch of drugs. And it's the truth.
All those drugs are going to go to waste. You can answer it.
Andrew or Brad, can you explain what the LLC you guys made is exactly for? When Misfits first discovered it, they thought you might be opening up a gym. Opening up a gym is just not going to happen.
That's a pipe dream.
That's a $500,000 project right there.
Easy. It was for the T-shirts.
Yeah.
So we, and we're hopefully we're gonna start a Patreon soon. So be on the lookout for that. The Delray Misfits on Patreon. This way we can put more content and whatever we want on there without being, what do you want to call it, Leonard? Censored?
Correct.
You have to put a thing in there that's 18 and over or something. I'll have to click.
After he gets married, he's going on his honeymoon in Mexico. I forget what part. And just to fuck with him, I keep showing him all these articles about all these drive-bys on jet skis that keep happening in Mexico and Cancun and resorts. People are getting shot and killed on the beach in beautiful resorts where you wouldn't think that kind of thing
Why are they getting
happens.
shot there? There's a lot of drug dealers there?
Drug cartels, drugs, violence, kidnappings. Ugh. You can offer me a free trip to Mexico and I still wouldn't go.
I wouldn't even go to Cancun. Fuck
Mexico's
that.
fun, man.
No thanks.
That's
Brad,
fucking,
you haven't watched
no
the
thanks.
YNC or Best Gore.
That's so random.
Random my ass. Why don't you try reading some articles on what's going on in some of these places? It's not random. No. You're wrong, man.
You're wrong, buddy.
Thousands and thousands of people that go there on a daily basis.
I've seen people get their hearts cut out when they're still alive.
They do drive-bys on jet skis.
They do drive-bys in fucking Delray. There was a shooting just last week in fucking Delray.
You can go to Mexico. I'll pass. Have fun.
Just don't go to certain places.
It's happening in resorts. Did you hear what I just said?
Which resort?
Read these articles. Just Google it. You can read all these articles. People are enjoying themselves on the beach in a resort. All of a sudden, a motherfucker comes driving by in a jet ski, and people are getting mowed down on the beach.
You're dead.
At expensive resorts.
Why don't they show this shit on the news?
Why don't they show a lot of shit on the news?
Exactly.
Why do you think Trump calls it fake news?
Well, they need to... Just like they don't show on the news, they'll never say why the Postal Service is losing money every year. It's not that we're losing money. It's because you're one of your electors, fucking dummy Bush, signed into legislation in 2006 to pre-fund the federal,
He's a dummy.
to pre-fund the federal retirement system, which takes billions out of the Postal Service.
I think Bush is a fucking
But
retard.
they will never say that in the media. They just want to say how the Postal Service is going down when it's not.
I think Bush was the...
Shut up for a minute, Jason.
All right.
We make tons of money, but it all fucking goes to the federal retirement system, which is pre-funded for 75 fucking years.
But I think Bush
And
was
your asshole Trump is going to want to privatize us as soon as he can. He's working on it now. We'll see how that goes.
Bush was pretty fucking stupid.
I know you love Trump more than life itself.
I don't love any of these politicians. They're all
what are you going to do?
I'm interested in our best interest.
To know you as a postman in 2020, the conflicting interest. What are you going to do? You going to vote for your guy, or are you going to leave the post office, or what's the deal?
Do you know who they say was the dumbest president? George W. Bush was the most retarded president.
He was a moron.
He was a retard. He's stupid too. He's fucking the worst president.
He was an idiot. I wouldn't say he's the worst. No. Jimmy Carter and Barack Obama were the worst, but George Bush was the dumbest.
They said he couldn't read.
No, he could read, but he was
Did you see that
dumb.
new movie that's coming out where Christian Bale plays Dick Cheney?
Does he really?
Just like him. It actually looks pretty good. I forget what the hell it's
Never
called.
heard of her.
Vice, I think it's called Vice, the movie.
George W. Bush fucked up a lot of shit with your postal service crap, I hate to say.
That's just what I just told you. You didn't know anything about that.
I think... did you see the one the last year he was president, some guy who hated him so much threw a shoe at him?
Yeah.
And he ducked, too.
It was pretty funny, actually.
That guy's probably still sitting in jail, though.
You know what? Maybe at the meet and greet, give me an idea. I'll throw my shoe at
Throw your shoe at Hulk Hogan. It would be an honor. He'll duck. It'll slam your ass. Lenny gets slammed by Hulk Hogan. He gets slammed by Hulk Hogan, the legend.
Well, and Lenny wants one of them. Who do you want to powerbomb you? Who does the powerbomb?
Kevin Nash.
Throw a shoe at him and he will insult him. Oh, God.
When's the porno with Miss Twisty? We forgot to shout her out on the last podcast.
Who the hell is Miss Twisty?
Go on the IGTV for the Delray Misfits. Me and Lenny filmed something of him opening up a gift from her. She's quite the little dick sucker, that one.
Is she a tranny?
No, she's just porn star.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of think it's
Check this out. I just want to go back to something I was just talking about. This was in the New York Post a few days ago on October 18th.
Fake news.
Check this out. Tourists continue lounging next to dead bodies on Mexico Beach, and someone filmed it.
What, do they think it's not real?
In a stunning resort town once frequented by the rich and famous, but these days it's become the scene of unimaginable horror time and time again. The latest incident saw 2 men murdered on Calera Beach in Mexico's Acapulco region. But such scenes of bloodshed are becoming so mundane that tourists barely batted an eyelid. And in this video, hang on, let me load it up. Where is it?
Well, hell, barely.
So tourists barely go there anymore?
Brad barely batted an eyelid when he got shot
Tourists
at.
barely go there anymore?
There's people dropping around him when he's sipping his
Tourists
booze.
barely go there
I don't think he'll bat an eyelash at that.
I wasn't sipping my booze
Andrew,
at work.
tourists
Dummy.
barely
No,
go
when
there
you're on the
anymore?
beach in Mexico.
Yeah, why not?
They don't go there anymore?
Actually, I have no plans in going there. I'm just saying.
They still go,
People are still
but
going to go.
Less.
it's,
No, whenever you're
it's
smoking,
very
you're
dangerous.
dope in the postal van, in the hot box.
Brad just went to the
right.
Bahamas. If you want to enjoy someplace, go someplace where you know
Aruba's
it's
good.
safe. Aruba's very safe. That's why I love it. I feel safe walking around the shittiest neighborhood in Aruba at 3 a.m. I know. I
Natalie
don't.
Holloway safe.
This video is not.
Remember that sick fucking... I remember that sick fucking California when I was living in California and Petaluma kidnapped that girl Polly Class. Remember that?
Yeah, good memory.
Yeah, fucking got her out of the freaking window
right.
and 13 years old and molested her and beat the fuck out and killed her, man.
Well, look at the kid down here, Adam Walsh.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Isn't he the one who started
Never
that
heard of
TV
her.
show?
Really?
Yeah, I know who it is. I think a father did it.
You think John Walsh did?
I think John Walsh did it.
He's the one who started America's Most Wanted,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, a little creep.
Why do you call him a creep?
He is a creep. I
He
never
had her
liked him.
for
He's a
years. He had
showboat.
her for over a
I wouldn't
year,
be
molesting
surprised
and beating her
he
the
did it
fuck
for
up.
publicity reasons.
Brutal, man.
What, to start his own
What a sick,
TV show?
what a
Look
sick,
into it.
what a
Shop
sick
your
fucking
kids.
I'm not
deranged
the only
fuck
one.
he
I
was.
saw something online.
I don't know.
Is he still
man.
in prison, that guy?
I don't know.
John Walsh should be in prison.
Did you see Rae Carruth was released from jail today after 19 years?
What did he
That
do?
was
He
fast.
murdered somebody?
Yeah.
He murdered somebody?
He killed his pregnant girlfriend because he didn't want to pay child support.
You think
And
he'll
he
be able
got
to
out of...
go?
That's sick.
Is
They
he
let
too
him out
old to
of
go
prison.
back to the
And
Panthers?
before she died, they were able to save the baby inside her, but because of a lack of oxygen, or I assume that's what it was, the kid was born with just a very severe case of cerebral palsy. And he wants nothing to do with the kid. And after 19 years, he was released.
That's a sick...
But yesterday or
How the
today?
fuck did
I think
he get
today.
released for murder? How the
I don't know. Good behavior. Who knows?
What a sick...
Remember when that happened? It's
Yeah,
like it was
yeah,
yesterday.
yeah. Fuck.
Big case here in the United States for those who live
How's
overseas.
Bill Cosby doing? Any word?
He got 3 years.
I don't know.
3 years in prison.
He's probably doing stand-up in prison. Probably entertaining everybody.
fucking
If
schmuck.
I was in my late 80s and I got sentenced to 3 years or however many years in prison, I would just hang myself from a bedsheet. I mean, call it a life. He had a good life.
Just going to.
He's legally blind.
Yeah, he'll probably die in there.
You know, I'm surprised Bernie Madoff hasn't offed himself.
Bernie Madoff's a tough character.
I know.
He's still in prison?
Yeah.
For how long?
Probably the rest of his life.
Was his brother or his son killed himself? I think his son.
I think his son.
His son.
So what did he do? Billions of dollars in fraud?
Something like that.
Disgusting.
Running Ponzi schemes.
For how many years? A long
A
time?
long time.
Over 20 years?
Till the well ran dry and he got discovered.
He stole billions from people, didn't he? Disgusting. And didn't pay taxes, I heard. Bitch. Uncle Sam is coming after your ass, bitch.
He already has.
You can be a pedophile and get 3 years, but if you tax evasion, you'll get life.
It's a serious felony.
Pay the IRS. That's yeah.
Well, looking forward to going to Italy with Christina. I'll get the chance to speak on the progress with the modern day Winston Churchill himself.
Did you? Oh, okay. So we'll talk to him Saturday, and you can make,
Adam
you can
McLeod.
make your Italy plans then.
And maybe hopefully in Italy a surprise and an Italy announcement to where she's actually at there. Or maybe I don't have to go to Italy. Even better. Knowing Adam McLeod.
Maybe if you win that $1.6 billion
You'll get her.
Mega Millions jackpot tonight.
Hey, I got your ticket with the
Christina's
numbers on it.
not a material person.
I told Leonard to give me numbers. He just rattled off a bunch
I
of
gave you old
numbers.
Pittsburgh Steeler
I went into
numbers
Publix, played them.
from the 70s Super Bowl teams.
I got like 5 other tickets too. Did you get your tickets, Jason?
I have 2 in my house.
Of course you did. That's
Yeah, I
right.
bought them. Since I usually don't play, but since it's such a big jackpot, I'm into that De Niro.
What, like 800 million isn't enough. It has to be over $1 billion for Jason.
Once I have,
That's the dumbest shit.
Once I have 800 million, I'm gonna get.
Leonard fucking lectured me about that on the way here. Why would I play that?
And once I get 800 million, I'm donating it some to people who
'Cause
need it in charity, and I'm buying
If you're not in it, you have no
$100 million
chance of winning
mansion.
it. So
wants to win it?
what if you're in it?
I'm
and
buying
you ha-
myself
and you
a
have little bit
$100
of a
million
chance?
mansion and
If I'm
yacht
going to go for a money value, I'm going to go out there and do
with
it
a $100,000
the
car.
right way, the whole process. It's not the
There's a
destination,
California mansion for
it's the
188
journey.
million. I'll buy that.
And another thing, it's better to go through
Baller
life with
staff.
someone
Shut
you
up.
love and care about so you can enjoy the times together. That's for all you single people like us.
If I won that jackpot, I would donate some charity, whatever I had left, to buy a new car and buy 188 million, because property always appreciates. Buy a $188 million mansion in California in the mountains.
You can buy a bunch of lightsabers and donate them to kids with cancer.
Yeah, like you said you were going to.
Right.
It's sick. $3,000 lightsabers.
You can buy 10 million lightsabers.
Somebody needs to do like a video of all the shit in the last year
Yeah.
that you said you were going to do and you actually have not done.
Woo!
Remember,
I guarantee it'd be like an hour long.
remember
fucking video.
Brad going to Spain? Remember that whole charade? Remember that, Jason? I'm going to Spain. I got a sponsorship in Spain. You guys can come with me. Remember that?
That was fucked up. It was fucking crazy.
I think you just put this shit out there to see if somebody will pay for you to go.
No.
No.
How are we going to get to Italy, Leonard? You're going to sit on a fucking plane for 9 hours?
I think you'll go crazy.
I'm going to meet Christina.
Okay.
You can strap me onto the wing.
What do you think she's going to be like waiting for you at the airport with a sign up?
No,
Big
and out of
Lenny.
a cloud, it wouldn't surprise me. That guy moves mountains.
You hear that,
I
Adam?
have faith in him.
Oh, my God. The fucking pressure you
He's
put on
already in
this guy.
contact with his brothers. That's a fact.
Okay.
Her brothers, excuse me.
She's got to come back over to the States at some point. And when
sure
she
she
does,
does.
that's when you go find her. Not flying all the way to Italy just to hope to run into
That's
this
an
fucking
expensive
woman.
trip, Lenny. Are you trying to blow your money?
It's worth it.
That's a ripoff.
No.
You're going to pay for it anyway, shitlord.
De Niroing.
You're going to extort for us. How's that?
Great.
Yeah.
The extortionist is alive.
Actually, Dale invited us up to Chance Estates whenever we want to go.
I don't know. Maybe a week out from the Arnold Classic, we'll go up together. Be nice. Got to get that cold weather going. I sort of miss it.
Yeah. He said May's real nice. April, May, right now.
March is fine for me.
Would you drive
Was
up
it still-
there?
it's,
Would
not,
you,
it's not still snowing in March.
would
So
you
what
drive
if
up
it
there or
is?
flying?
Lenny wants to do a road trip there and then to see his father and then to the Arnold.
I don't know if that's going to happen.
That's a little bit too much driving.
Yeah.
I'd rather fly. Just rent a car when we get there.
What's the first thing you would say to your father if you saw him?
Give him a handshake and a hug. Say, I'm sorry. Sorry to let you down.
Yeah?
What do you think he would say?
You know, feel bad about it, but just say, hey, well, I wish you would have listened to me.
And give you a forearm shiver right to your fucking nose.
How old
The
is
fuck out of here. You fucking wimp.
That surprised me.
I saw that video with Hector.
72.
He's 72. Yeah.
He's young.
He'd still probably kick your ass. Fathers always have that natural strength over their sons. All right, let's read some questions.
Yeah.
I don't want Leonard to start crying. You ever think you will see him again?
I don't know. That'd have to come from me. I don't think he's going to want to come see me.
He hasn't been down here in, 10 years?
He actually said, yeah, my mother had taken to court. He actually said, I'll see you in heaven.
The last time he saw you? Really? So he thinks you're going to heaven. That's all right.
I am.
Okay, good.
And Christina's taken me there.
He must not watch any of the shit.
Good.
Where are you going, Jason? Heaven or hell?
Heaven.
I think Jason will be sitting on his throne in heaven,
Yep. Lord Vader to the
judging
throne.
all of us.
He'll be in
possibly.
heaven, Order 66 and Satan.
Yeah.
Golden toilet. Question for all y'all. What are your absolute top 3 movie, underground, or mainstream films you recommend to the maniacs? What 3 movies do these people need to watch? Leonard?
Just quickly off the top of my head, I would say Patton, Scarface, Conan the Barbarian.
How about Casino?
Casino is actually a very good movie.
Yeah, it was.
I like that movie.
How about Goodfellas?
It's a good one, too. You like the De Niro-Pesci combo, don't you? I see that. What else? One more, Jason.
What's another good movie? What's that movie? Untouchables.
Okay.
The Wanderers is a good one, too. Must see.
Oh, The Warriors. Remember The Warriors?
Yeah.
Was it 1980 that came out? Warriors come out to play. Just being a native New Yorker, that movie, for me, cult classic. Can watch that movie 100 times, never get sick of it.
I like the Tarantino films. Reservoir Dogs.
That's a great movie.
Pulp Fiction's very good, too, even though Travolta's in it, who I can't fucking stand, but...
Even True Romance, I think, was Tarantino's first screenplay ever. That's a great movie. True Romance, if you've never seen it. Yup. Gary Oldman.
Slater, yeah.
He plays the pimp.
Gotta see Boogie Nights, too. You ever see Boogie Nights, Leonard? That's fucking hysterical. Scarface is more of a comedy now when you watch it, because of Pacino's accent is so fucking bad.
He just, had a good
But
balls.
It was good, yeah.
He was a guy that went after what he wanted, wasn't afraid of anything, including dying, including getting tortured, and he went and made himself what he wanted. Unfortunately,
they've been showing that a lot lately. I've seen that on the...
Unfortunately, it didn't last, but he got what he wanted. A little bit of incest in there, too. Not good for the children.
Movie I watched last week, which I hadn't seen in a while, was Kingpin. That was fucking hysterical.
Oh, I love that movie. The bowling movie. Great movie. That was like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Over 20.
And if you want to watch a really fucked up movie, watch a movie called Mother's Day by Troma Films. Came out in 1980. Mother's Day.
What's that about? Moms?
Just watch it. These three old friends from college have a reunion every year, and it's like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre-esque kind of movie. Every year they have a reunion and do something for their reunion, and the three of them go camping in the New Jersey woods, and these two sick, deranged brothers who are controlled by their sick mother kidnap them and bring them back to their house.
And kill them.
Well, it's a good revenge movie. Because, the girls get tortured and brutalized, but then they get revenge at the end of the movie. It's a good movie. Some really fucked up scenes. But I think you can watch the whole movie on YouTube. If I'm not mistaken, it's on there. Look up Mother's Day 1980. I think it's on there.
You know, it's a great movie. Classic Blues Brothers, the first one.
Yep.
Great fucking movie. I could watch that 1,000,000 times and never get sick of it.
And speaking of John Belushi, Animal House.
Yeah. Too bad he died young from the drugs he did.
Yep, that's right. 1982.
So OMG LOL Kitties. Ask Lenny what he thinks about allegation that there's a tranny sex tape involving LeAngelo Ball. Who's LeAngelo Ball?
I don't know. That's not the Alonzo Ball's brother, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That is?
You heard about that?
No, but it wouldn't surprise me. Like I said, over 90% of men look at tranny porn. Straight men, and
ask Lee Priest. He said even eat tranny shit sandwich too.
his father turned tranny on him when he was a kid.
Who?
Lee Priest. That's a fact.
No shit.
Yes, it is. So
his father is tranny.
Father.
Really?
I'm positive.
Wow.
And he admitted it. That took a lot of guts way back in the day.
Interesting.
But trannies are, like I said, Hollywood, the rich and famous. You can get a girl. And you get something that looks almost better than any girl, and you get, an extra little something to play with. Ugh. Like I always said, you can only use 2 holes at once, but that doesn't surprise me.
I don't want to get on this. I shouldn't ask that question.
Yeah, because you're getting turned on. You're getting an erection at tables.
Nobody wants to hear the tranny talk anymore. It's fucking old.
I don't give a.
It's interesting what you said about Lee Priest's father.
But by the way, nobody. Who's nobody? Cookie cutters.
Okay.
Question for me. You're held at gunpoint with only two decisions to choose from. I have to choose one. Either marry a female that you already know a divorce is going to occur in 3 years, or participate in a 10-10-10 threesome with Lenny. You will have to lick taint. Choose wisely. I'll opt for the marriage.
Well, like Brad said, nobody wants to talk about it anymore. Dude. Next question.
Unless I'm allowed to drink a whole bottle of Jameson beforehand, so I don't remember a fucking thing.
Okay, fuck it. Oh, all right, here we go again. Ask Lenny to tell the story the first time he got down with a dirty 10-10.
Nobody wants to talk about him, so I can't. You can't answer the question. Number 2.
They said, can someone film Lenny dressing up as Santa with Brad dressing up as an elf as they travel to the Dixie Highway during Christmas?
Not a bad idea.
That's good.
Brad owes us.
Great.
Brad owes us a trip to Dixie. He owes me.
Oh, I owe you?
He owes me.
How's that?
You said you were going to take me up there. You never did.
Okay, I'm a man of my word. I'll take you there.
With the night vision goggles.
Well, we gotta find somebody that has those.
Maybe on our way back from Orlando, we'll take a little pit
What do you mean?
stop.
You need a night vision camera?
Yeah.
Borrow Nate's. Doesn't Nate have one?
I'll ask Nate when he gets back. He's still over there in Germany.
Ooh, count me in. I want to go to that. I'll
Yeah.
gladly film that.
Just to see. They're still out there. I know they are.
What we need to do is set up hidden cameras in the car. That's the right way to do it. You can't just have some asshole sitting there holding a camera.
Yeah,
at
they're not
someone.
going to like that.
Right.
No,
It's scary.
got to set up a hidden camera.
Yeah.
Especially me. I'm not into that scene for years.
Why don't we get fucking Cassidy Campbell down here to do that? He's good with that hidden camera shit.
When I saw him in Vegas, he told me he wants to come here and do a picking up girls video with you. I told him, next time you come to Florida, let me know.
We'll see. I mean, he does some
Because
dangerous
he does a
stuff.
lot of shit
know.
with the camera where you can't see it.
Right. That's
You know?
He's going to get.
That's the way we
Mrs.
gotta do
Florida.
it.
Some coward will shoot you into the fucking.
Yeah, he probably
Second.
would get shot.
And then with me, they're stand your ground. Black gang can't use it. Do it and stand your ground. Speaking of, there's that movement of not whites not allowed to call the police on blacks anymore. Boy, is that getting steam. They're raising that up. That's all over the place because they're saying there were frivolous incidents. Now whites are going to be afraid to call the police on blacks. That's just what they want. And then when taking their guns away, guess what?
You call the police, how long does it take them to get there anyway?
But they're just saying that
That's the problem.
they're going to be charged with racial profiling.
Cops are never where you want them to be
if
at
you
the
call,
time.
well, you can't expect. Cops
No,
are
I know.
unnecessary. They're
Listen.
just here to clean up the mess.
Where's your cat?
Probably hiding.
Did you say they're unnecessary?
We'll come out.
Yes.
You think police officers are unnecessary?
They're just here to clean up the mess. Is a police officer going to prevent a home invasion? No. Are they going to prevent a rape? No. You call them when the act is over, and there's nothing they can do about it. The only thing is, if there's a riot, you bring up, but that's what, a riot gear and stuff like that. But police protection,
It's
how
tough.
can they? It doesn't make sense.
Well, most of the, just average people are the ones that do most of the police work now anyway with their cameras.
If that's what the blacks are saying, that they're being
And the
discriminated
snitches.
against. And pretty soon they're going to get prosecuted for doing that.
Snitching and cameras help the police solve everything now.
Police are unnecessary.
They're
You have to
necessary,
protect yourself.
But they're necessary, though, Leonard.
No, not
If they
to that
did away with
extent.
police officers, you don't think crime would go up?
Not in that type of way. A police patrol, yeah, you can get away with it. But obviously having somebody to come and take down the paperwork, file an incident report, file charges if they need to be, apprehend suspects, that's a different story. You go out and make arrests. But as far as keeping the average citizen safe, you're on your own. There's nothing they can do for you. You could get carjacked driving down the street anytime. Just lucky it never happened.
Yeah, and if a police officer isn't around,
And they're not
it's
going to
gonna
be.
happen.
Look,
Yeah, I know.
how much square feet
I know
there are.
I understand what you're saying, but they are necessary.
Not in that strict sense. You better learn to protect yourself. Because the time comes, like I said, they take those guns away, people in a world of hurt. Those criminals will be so brazen, they'll have a field day. Which is because they're going to have it anyway, whether we got guns or not. There are just so many of them. All the propaganda with the youth, they're going to come storming in and kicking you out of your house. And they're going to go moving in.
Ugh.
It's coming, I guarantee it.
Why don't you go to the police academy, Jason? Become a cop.
No.
He won't pass the psych evaluation.
Or the lie detector test.
Exactly. Jesus, can you
that-
see that thing go?
That would be fucking great. They would hook, because you have to pass a polygraph in order to become a cop. Even if you want to become a 911 agent, you have to pass a polygraph. Could you imagine if they hooked up Jason to the polygraph?
The thing would fucking sketch out Darth Vader helmet on there.
The machine would break.
Off the Richter scale.
Oh my God. Lenny, I'm 19 and I want to be a freak.
Simple as that.
I am afraid that I have not become big and strong enough natty and don't want to hinder gains by jumping on gear before I reach my genetic limit. However, I feel if I do not start soon, I will not be nearly as strong as I hope to be. Powerlifter George Lehman has said the stronger you get naturally, the stronger you'll be when you decide to take shit. You yourself even said to Pinworm Nate, you have to develop that kind of strength in your youth. When discussing Jay's 500 pounds bench, all the guys I know that are very strong started gear early. You, Jay, Andrew Calora, Larry Wheels, George Lehman. I don't want to miss the boat, but I don't want to hinder gains. What should I do? Also, thanks, Andrew.
Well, hopefully you're talking to me as a 14-year-old.
No, he's 19.
As a 19-year-old, now's the time to get on the stuff. If you haven't created that type of strength by that age, I'm sorry. But to be the best, you want to get in that gym around 14 years old is a good age. Get your form down, work the basics. Work them hard, maybe play a sport or two, but work those basics hard until you're about 18, 19. That gives you 4 years. You know how to eat every 3 hours. Get the meat, the eggs in, the whole milk, the butter, the calories, the fat, the carbs. Keep getting to sleep, hit those basics. You should be a beast, that alone at 18. I mean, I didn't even do that at that age. So I'm giving you golden advice. Of course, you're not that age, but what you could do is just give it 2 more years natural, if you will, training, and then go on. But make it count. I mean, you got to make those 2 years where you're not missing meals, where you're in that worrying about pushing that weight for then getting that strength for those reps. You don't worry about a pump. You don't worry about looking good. You don't worry about your abs. You don't look in a fucking mirror. You fucking lift heavy weight for reps, and you eat consistently, and you eat the things that those cookie cutters say don't eat. I'm talking about the whole milk, the butter, the eggs, the whole eggs.
Ice cream.
Yeah, certain times. Get those calories in, and you could be an absolute super freak. Larry Wheels is a genetic exception for that type of leanness. It's amazing, but he's hit the basics, and he hits them hard.
That was from Whoa, Look at That Fag. And he said, thanks, Andrew, for picking my question on the last podcast.
Anytime, no problem.
Yeah. Can you ask Lenny about his pro wrestling training under the exotic one, Adrian Street, and why he never made it?
Yeah, it was a $15 course I paid up. It was in the Gulf of Mexico, actually Gulf Breeze, Florida, which is near Pensacola, Mobile, Alabama. And he had a gym next to wrestlers' apartments, which he rented for $10 a day. Had a refrigerator, sink, and all that. He had 2 bedrooms.
You went to that?
Yeah, 1995. I have a diploma. My mother has it somewhere. And it was before I went on gear. I was just a big fat fuck, similar to the picture of the one with me in the wrestling singlet, not too far from that. And it was interesting. Taught me the basic moves. The ring was hard as hell. And they had actually had Sid Vicious. And they had a few other top guys come down just to work out and show us the ropes and stuff. But, he actually spar with me a little bit. And it's a big black girl manager, wanted to suck everyone's dick.
You like that, Jason?
Yeah.
I don't know what became of her, but I broke one of these kids that called himself the Dream Warrior. We were just doing drills, and I hit him with a shoulder, and it separated his shoulder, and he left the camp.
And how long were you there? You were there 2 weeks?
Yeah, it was 2 weeks.
So what happened with that?
Well, he was going to have contacts. He wanted to send me to Japan, but I said, no, I'm going to take 2 years off and get as big as I can, which means going on the gear. And then I just started lifting and doing the gear, and I sort of, years start passing by. I'm like, shit, what happened to that dream of being a wrestler,
You just never pursued it?
I just got so into the gear and the lifting, and the strength was going up. I forgot to...
Forgot?
To call, yeah.
Or you just...
Because the main thing was, I don't want to be a wrestler, I want to be a freak that was a wrestler.
You can make a lot of money as a wrestler.
I could have, but...
Yeah, you missed your calling on that one.
Oh, well.
But hey, he didn't want me, Triple H, so fuck it. You go fuck yourself.
That's from Declan Harkin, and loads of respect from Free Dairy, Ireland.
Hello, chaps. This is from Glen Finnan, Scotland. Bit of a question, more of a statement. I notice you boys keep your nose out of the Big Rob fitness drama. I grew to love you chaps because you aired your thoughts openly and without ill will. However, you However, now you are reversed on the entire bloody thing. Some feedback on your thoughts would be appreciated. Well, the way I look at it is when Big Rob Fitness was relevant in the Genova-verse, when, you know, he was affiliated with Jason, we had him on the podcast. We asked him a shitload of questions. We gave our opinions. And I think he had his 15 minutes with respect to Jay. You don't speak to him anymore, Jason, do you?
Hell no.
So, I mean, he's gotten involved in these fringe beefs and squabbles with Johnny Bravo and now Lindsey Hunter Jr., but as far as I'm concerned, I understand that that's all mentee and it's a troll's wet dream when he does all this stupid shit.
But it doesn't pertain to us.
Right.
I mean,
and we don't get involved in... I'm not getting involved in Johnny Bravo's beef with Big Rob Fitness. That's between Johnny and Big Rob. They're both adults. They can handle it themselves. I don't have an opinion. I don't care. I said on here many, many months ago, I thought the best thing Big Rob can do was just gracefully extricate himself from all this Jason Genova, Misfit Genova-verse bullshit and look back on his 15 minutes in a Genova-verse and laugh. But he
likes it, though.
He wants to stay relevant. I guess he's trying to build a social media following, and that's fine. But it doesn't pertain to us. Ask Johnny Bravo. Ask Lindsey Hunter Jr. They're the ones who are beefing with him and keeping him relevant. And, you know.
No thanks.
I have no problem with Big Rob, but he's not relevant to anything we do. When he was, we talked about it. We had him on here, and we dealt with it.
Maybe they're asking because, you know, Jay Masters jumped on his bandwagon when, you know, months ago he's given out all his information and Order 66ing him, and now they kissed and made up, and he's back on the thing. It's just such nonsense. I mean, you know, you think about it, it's like... What the fuck is it? I mean, I don't even understand what it's all about. Like, what is... I don't understand what he's doing or what he's trying to do. I really don't.
I don't either.
I mean, it's just, what is...
He's trying to spread humanity, Brad.
What the fuck?
I don't know what that means. I don't know. Okay. Do you know what that means, Jason?
No, I don't want to know.
Spreading humanity?
I don't want to know.
What do you think it means?
I don't want to know.
What is humanity to you?
I don't know. I don't want to know. Don't even go there. I'm not even mentioning his name.
Jason's got the gag order.
Yeah.
Somewhere. No, I mean, who cares? I don't care what he does. I don't find this shit entertaining, so I choose not to watch it. But he can do his thing. He's got a right to his opinion and all that shit and be goofy and all that. But I don't get it. I don't understand.
Hey, if he brings men's, great. You guys all enjoy it. No thanks.
Yeah, I don't. You know.
Ments are ments, regardless of who's providing them. I don't think the trolls give a flying shit who's providing ments. As long as ments are being provided.
As long as there's somebody stirring the shit,
right.
I love it.
Yeah.
You know? And let him, I mean, he could do it.
He's good at it.
Yeah, what the fuck?
He hasn't gone away. Yeah. I told him
he's fucking relentless.
Yeah.
But I think it's a way of him entertaining himself. I don't understand how he gets all the time to do all that shit.
Well,
but, you know.
Listen. According to Johnny Bravo, he spelled it out.
Yeah.
Whether that's true or not, don't know, don't care.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. You like that shirt, Leonard?
Yeah.
What size is that? That's Jason's shirt.
Looks a little small.
Large.
It is.
That's my shirt.
You gonna wear it to the gym tomorrow?
Yeah, definitely.
You gonna go to the gym in the morning?
With potato shirt on.
Huh?
With potato.
You gonna torture me tomorrow or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna torture you. I'm gonna roast you.
I'm gonna roast you.
All right, Lenny. Tyrone Jamal just messaged me a question. Hey, Andrew, if you're on the podcast, can you ask Big Lenny why he's scared of Chuck Basher? I have known Chuck during my time at the precinct, and I will bet the house on Chuck knocking Big Tiny Lenny the fuck out in the first 30 seconds if he lasts that long.
What a hater.
Tell him it's from Tyrone Jamal Jr. That's a nice Jewish boy, right? Thanks, bro.
I would bet against him doing that. Like I said, I'll square off with him, sign a liability form anytime he wants to, pretty much. You can wake me out of bed.
Ooh.
Well, there you go. There's your answer.
Well, you know why?
Tyrone.
I guess with all these fighters, they got a reputation to uphold. I don't. You worried about looking good? I don't. Worried about some girl? I don't. Worried about some car? I don't. Worried about partying? I don't. Worrying about your jewelry? I don't. Worry about your drinking and your drugs? I don't. worried about your future. I don't.
Don't give
You
it
care
two
about
fucks.
too much. Your little pit bulls and your body art, your body artwork, your earrings, what have you, and I don't. So therefore, coming in that type of mentality,
Nothing to lose.
no.
What do you think Tyrone means when he said he knew him from the precinct? You just think he's a cop? Is that what he said? Let me reread
Or he
this.
was inmate.
Let me see. Let me reread him. What he wrote.
Chuck Basher is a cookie cutter, a big mouth, and a loud mouth. And I'm the type of
Do
person.
you watch his shit?
During my time at the
okay.
precinct.
So he doesn't give a fuck.
Prison.
He doesn't care whether you like him or hate him as long as you watch his shit. So if you don't like somebody, why
didn't
would you?
say
By watching their shit, you're supporting them.
I
So
love
if you don't like
everybody.
him, okay. You just said
I never said I didn't like him. I said, you can't physically beat me
Okay.
in 30 seconds. I don't think he can physically beat me at all. He'll run away from me. He'll pull a knife on me. He'll have other people shoot me or attempt to, but he's not going to get square. He's not going to.
If you came face to face with him, he'd probably shake your fucking hand.
I wouldn't. I would berate him until he would throw a punch at me.
You're so foolish. You're
It's
full of
sick as
shit.
this.
You would not do that.
All right, watch what I do this Saturday.
All right.
Maniacs. I'll make history.
Uh-oh.
And then you'll see who eats the last words.
All right. I hope I'm
a man of my word.
Make me eat my
What
words.
are you gonna
I
go?
love it.
What are you gonna do to Razor Ramon?
Oh, don't say it. I already know what he's got up his sleeve.
Do you really?
Yeah, that's going to be a surprise.
Tell me when this ends.
We're not going to say anything now. We'll wait. The next podcast, we can recap what happens.
Hey, I'm not like these cookie cutters going to these UFC fights in awe with the hype and the build-up. These 160, 140 pounders going watching him like that douchebag George McGregor or George McGovern, whatever the fuck he is, parading around with his 128 pound body and beard.
Okay.
And his little suits that little cum stain wears. Because quite frankly,
That's what Jay calls everybody
You know what
when
we
he
could
starts
do?
his
We
lunch.
could
What's up,
squash him.
cum
We could
stains?
squash him like a bug.
right.
It's sick. Squash him like a turd.
Any NFL lineman, you put him in a closet with a little drug bag.
Ram him like a bulldozer.
He would get his ass kicked.
Ram him like a bulldozer.
And the same thing goes for the heavyweight champion, that flabby estrogen-soaked piece of shit.
Daniel Cormier?
Yeah, why don't you take an anti-estrogen? You got more female hormone running through you than a fucking pregnant ghetto.
Bitch.
But if he was wearing a wig,
You would fuck him.
Right.
Actually, you'd suck his penis if he was wearing a wig.
some lipstick and a wig,
Good
and
enough.
The tranny that you had in Vegas kind of looked like him, actually.
Draymond Green.
Question for the pudding head. Why do you always lie about everything?
Shut the fuck up. I'm not
A
answering.
Popper 5665. There
I'm not
you go.
answering it. I'm not answering it. No, I'm not giving any of these trolls ammunition.
Like you haven't done that for the last
Jason,
10 years.
everything you post is fucking ammunition. Do you not realize that?
I'm not answering them.
Everything you post is ammunition. You post your standing in front of the mirror with your shirt off like twice a
I got the
fucking
balls
day.
to do it, though. I got the balls to do it.
But Jay, it's not about
Who
balls.
gives the fuck?
But you're saying you don't want to give them ammunition. That gives them ammunition.
I
Looking
block
the
them
way
all.
you do.
I block them all.
Block them.
I hate to
That's
bring
such
this
a
up,
pussy move.
and I won't for obvious reasons, but I had a dream about this weekend's event, and it was horrifying. That's all I'm going to say.
We don't die in a car crash
Yeah,
or
exactly.
anything,
Please
do we?
don't. I don't want.
I
All right, no. Don't. It's not,
Okay, I'm just saying that I had that dream though. Vividly.
all right.
I reckon we'll find out.
Don't want to know.
Jason, you want to come?
Did
We'll
you
we'll
guys-
use you as a human shield.
Oh my
We'll
God.
use Winston Churchill as the
Elliot Frost 86. Did you guys see the video Jason posted where Jane drank a shooter in the middle of Aldi's? She took a shot in the middle of Aldi's?
No, that's not true.
She did? Okay. Was she stealing strawberries or some shit? People were messaging
No,
something
that's
about
wrong.
strawberry
No,
stealing.
no.
You know, I saw two old broads. They were together. They must have been old dykes or something. But they were in the produce at Publix. they had bags of this. I don't know if the cherries were like in season or something. A few months ago, I forgot to mention this. And one lady standing there taking cherries out of one bag and putting it in the other.
No shit.
Just, you know, that fucking scam. I looked right at the lady and she looked at me and I just shook my head and fucking just kept walking like, you fucking cheap bitch. That's the type of shit you're gonna fucking do. Look at you smiling. You probably done that shit, Mr. 5-Finger Discount over there. You got the fucking sticky fingers, Leonard. I know you, prick. What are you? You're like one of those that takes the Band-Aids and puts the other ones in there to load them up.
The fuck do I need a Band-Aid for?
No, but you know what I'm saying.
I don't take it up the ass, Brad.
How the fuck did you guys ever hear of Dale Chance? That started on Instagram.
Watch Delray Misfits episode 113. Is it 113 or 103?
I think it's 103.
103, and your question will be answered. It's probably the funniest episode we ever did.
Did he ever open the package from the vapor company? We did, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I gave it to you, I think.
How often do you guys get recognized and approached by fans? We were just talking about
A lot.
Every day.
Almost on a daily basis.
I was driving to the t-shirt shop the other day and some guy pulled next to me. And I could see his window down and I look over and he's like saying something. So I rolled my window down. He's like, "What's up, you fucking cookie cutter?" He's like, "Holy shit."
Brad,
he's like, "I just moved down here from Boston. I can't believe I ran into one of you guys."
I'm sure he just.
He's like, "Can I take a picture?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm driving."
Brad, I think it was all you being a cookie cutter just with the tattoos
Exactly,
and the beard.
yeah.
Had nothing to do with the Delray Misfits.
You're right.
He just said, look at this example of a king of the cookie cutters. Captain Cookie Cutter himself.
That was my costume a couple years ago. Captain Cookie Cutter.
What's your costume going to be this year, Brad?
Proud taxpayer. We love you, Lenny. We don't want you to die. We need your wisdom.
Well, everyone's going to die.
We need your wisdom for years to come. Stay alive, Lenny.
Believe me,
Do it for Christina.
I'll be pumping that wisdom out even when I'm dead.
What's your body fat, Jason?
None of their business.
Did you just go get it checked? I'm just answering questions.
18 right now.
Okay, that's fine. They said you look less retarded today. That's a nice compliment.
Ouch.
Fuck that shit.
Are you guys going to use the GoPro to eat ass?
Oh, God, these people.
I will.
Leonard will.
These people are fucking crazy, man. They're fucking into sick.
You're just realizing this now?
Yeah, Jesus, Jason, what do you expect?
They're maniacs.
You have to.
Which one?
You have to Google.
End the podcast. Okay. Let me see what it's called. Gangster rap, 100%.
Yours are maniacs. Mine are Genova witnesses. Two different groups.
Yes
I
and
think
no.
they both kind of fall into the same.
Yeah.
Some of them are just straight Genova witnesses. From
Interchangeable.
Interchangeable.
Please get Lenny Cooper Ferguson 4. Please get Lenny to share his thoughts on the steroid NPP. What is that?
Fast-acting Deca. Gets in there quickly and leaves quickly. It's if you want to start your cycle with Deca, but don't want to wait for it to kick in, you take that with Deca, and the NPP kicks in immediately. It's basically a fast-acting Deca. It still has basically the same properties.
And how often do you take it?
You have to inject more frequently, possibly every other day, maybe
Like
2 or twice a week.
20s.
I don't know exactly. And to be honest, I've never used it, but I will be using it January 1st, which starts my bulk cycle along with a few other items.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, here we go again. Yeah. Don't end up in the hospital again, Lenny, please.
Christina is watching me and protecting me. So whatever happens, I'll be landing in her arms one way or another.
That Lord Tater shirt that Dale sent you even has piss stain undies. That's so fucking funny.
Oh, good.
I'd like to thank our sponsors, BuyResearchLiquids.com, please support them, and NewWorldNutritionals.com.
PurchasePeptides.net too.
Yes. For all your peptides, antiestrogens, SARMs, erectile dysfunction, but again, not for human use.
Research purposes.
Yes.
Give it to your pet.
Yeah, of course it's for human use. The fuck's the difference? Who's gonna use it?
Kimbo.
Yeah, give it to your cat first. Somebody, this fucking grape gorilla. Pay your child support, Brett. Believe me, I pay it. That's fucking half of my salary every month.
I like when they call you Bard.
Yeah. This one always calls me Brett. He's a real grizzly. Responded to him, said the Reddit cucks should just donate it. He entitled to it. That's all right. I don't dodge it. It is what it is. Goes to my kids. It's all good. Is Lenny eating paint again? All right. What else do we got? Let's see. You got any questions for you on your... Check your phone. They might be DMing you.
No.
Trevor Schmidt from Canada. You ordered a shirt. It got returned to us because you didn't have a unit number on it. So if you're listening...
No, he still hasn't emailed me back. Check your email, buddy.
I have the package sitting at the post office waiting to send back out as soon as you give me a unit number, man.
Check your spam box.
And Canada also, they just said, I don't know if you saw this, they ran out of weed. They just legalized it October, what was it, 17th? They fucking ran out already.
Oh, jeez.
You made it against the law again?
No, they fully legalized in Canada.
Oh, wow.
The whole country.
That's fucking crazy.
It's great.
Yeah.
But they ran out.
People are smoking it like crazy. How are they going to get more?
From the growers in California and Colorado.
Big Rob Fitness, that's how. When you need some weed or some pot, who you gonna call?
Big Rob!
Big Rob Fitness!
I don't know why that's it. Who gives a shit, really? Shit.
Cares?
Yeah. Gives a fuck if he smokes.
Maybe he's a raging fucking lunatic when he's off the weed. Let him smoke it. If it mellows him out.
Gives you gyno.
What, weed?
Who says?
Makes you a pacifist. Raise your estrogen levels.
Does it?
Yeah.
Who told you that?
Oh, I've known that for years.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yes. So I see that's
Fact check, maniacs. I'm not going to doubt you because every time I doubt you, you end up being right. But I never heard that.
Oh yeah.
I've read anecdotal evidence about it lowering your test level, but I don't know if it's been scientifically proven.
Huh.
A lot of guys get gyno from that. Some tits.
From smoking pot?
Oh yeah.
No shit. That's interesting.
Ugh.
How's your CBD oil?
It's good.
Yeah?
Plenty to go around, baby.
Why don't you bring us some?
Because I forgot I was high on all of
It
it.
doesn't get you high, dummy.
Makes you tired.
No, it doesn't, fucking stupid.
It makes you wake.
That's why we know what you're saying is bullshit.
You need some
Brad,
crank.
you're trying to push people's buttons with these hot button topics.
What hot button top? Oh, look.
What?
What the fuck is that?
Let me see.
Already. Lenny licking Dale's ball sweat in those panties.
It never takes long.
Oh, he got you good. That was fucking good, man. It's too bad Jay wasn't here to lick those panties too, because you know he would have.
No. That's great.
Love it.
You got to get Dale back.
I'll get him back on the stage when I'm bigger and harder.
One more year.
Shredded, Dale. Shredded.
How do you spell Ruby, Jason?
R-U-B-Y.
Good. It's not R-O-O-B-Y.
No.
Ever tasted Tan 1010's kidney stones, Lenny? Never mind. I don't even answer that.
Ugh.
At what minute mark does Jason leave the podcast? He's going to last through this whole fucking thing.
I'm shocked.
We're about to end it. Someone talked sense into Lord Vader that he doesn't need drugs.
Go fuck yourself.
Actually, none of you guys do. Lenny's the exception because he's a freak. But why would you want to take a drug your whole life when you don't have to?
What?
The amount of shit you guys take, you all look and lift pretty normal. Well, what do you mean by all the shit that we take?
Yeah. 200 mgs of test a week is
That's
not...
what I'm prescribed to.
Me too. That's it.
That's what I'm taking now.
For a year and a half, I've been doing it now.
I've been on that for 3 years. Yeah, I did a cycle of Tren last year and fucking tore my pec. I just did some EQ, but it's nothing fucking crazy. What about you?
I stack a bunch of shit for my show, but I don't do. When I get off the sit and I'm bulking, I just run a little bit of test to keep my test levels normal. Little TRT.
I like to experiment with shit just to see what all the hub's about. So by January, maybe I'll try something else. Somebody's got some super draw for me.
Yeah,
I'll give that a shot.
Anything good?
Question for Andrew. Have things gotten so bad getting people to appear on the podcast that you had to invite Mr. Potato Head? We invited Jason tonight because we had a care package from Chunky Cheese Chance that included Jason. So we wanted him here to open it. And to add some uplifting and very informative commentary.
Fun stuff.
Jason's entertaining when he isn't all antsy and jonesing to leave after 10 minutes.
Not that bad tonight.
You feeling good?
Yeah.
What do you think the difference is?
I took some calm me down medication before I came.
Calm me down medication? What exactly is calm me down medication?
Some just anxiety pills.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Lenny's over there cracking up. Calm me down medication. Interesting. Some Xanax.
That's right.
Got to go to the doctor. Hey, doc, do you have any calm me down stuff?
The same guy said if flatulence was to assume a human form, it would look like Jason.
That's disgusting. What a pig.
That's good. I like that.
It's fucking good.
These people are fucking nuts.
Flatulence in a human form.
We already talked about all that.
Did we talk about Miss Twisty at all? Did we get into that or no?
Yeah, we did.
We did? Okay.
Leonard thinks it's a troll.
I got to see more proof.
Yeah, Miss Twisty, if you're out there, send some more proof.
Or just send yourself down here.
Yeah, send some bent over, spread your cheeks video proof.
Oh my God. What does Lenny think about the migrant caravan of 4,000 plus? I'm in Arizona. Should I shoot them?
No, it's a setup. They're being transported in tractor trailers to make them let out for the news crews to make it look like they're hobbling along in the heat. Well, and they're not drinking. Then they load them up in air-conditioned tractor trailers. There's food on there. Take them to the next photo opportunity.
That's the
BS.
That's the George Soros bunch paying for that and subsidizing that whole thing. What they want to happen is just before the midterm election, they want them all to arrive on the U.S. border, and they want chaos to ensue where people see the migrants being beaten. They want to see women and children and babies crying and being abused and children being separated from their parents. So the far left can point their finger and say, see, that's why you can't vote Republican.
Yeah.
Well, I would think it would work the opposite way. You see all those people wanting to come in, and wouldn't you want to
right. Yes, it is backfiring.
There's your cat.
Fuck.
Yep, he came out.
I saw that shit on the news the other day. You have to vet the people coming in. You can't just fucking let your people in.
How old is your cat?
12 or 13.
I'd like to address a comment which is out of character for me. When somebody asks, what do I have against Mexicans, or why do I hate them? I never hated anybody. If you can show me any proof, anything I said where I hate somebody.
When did someone ask you that?
I saw it, a comment or two.
I saw that too, yeah.
The only thing I hated, maybe my next door neighbor, a bunch of those wetbacks are making noise when I'm trying to sleep and I'm trying to grow. Other than that, I love everybody. But when it's time to sleep, it's time to sleep and grow. You're out there carrying on, playing music.
There's filth in every race on the fucking planet. There's lowlifes.
They're just inconsiderate.
It doesn't matter if Mexican,
people need to sleep,
African,
including
it
them.
doesn't matter.
But the thing is, this caravan, it's mostly people from Honduras, Guatemala, Nicaragua. Mexico tried to stop them at their border, but they just blasted through the fence.
I wonder why.
Why not try to stay in your own country and improve it and make it better instead of just running away and fleeing?
Because they can't.
Yes,
well, they do have corrupt governments. That's true.
Shit, they
got to overthrow their governments.
When Britain ran this country, it was unthinkable to ever have a revolution against them. The British Empire? Are you kidding? A bunch of colonists? But they did it.
I've never been down there.
Where?
But like Honduras and...
I've only been to Costa Rica.
I know that from what I hear, they're beautiful countries. I mean, as far as like landscape and
correct.
Shit, like
from a scenic and scenery standpoint, Costa Rica was beautiful. The mountains and there's the volcano and there's the rainforest. But when I was in San Jose, it's a shithole. It's fun if you're going down there to party and have a good time, but
I was here most of the time.
Question for Lenny: why are you into wrestling?
Tired.
You want to go?
Cookie cutter as it gets.
I grew up with it. So many things I was allowed to watch.
Say goodnight.
In the
Good
larger than
night,
life guys.
Good night. Don't let the door hit you.
I was never into wrestling. I was interested in
Your mother split you.
until the muscle men, the power wrestlers. It's like Superstar Billy Graham, Ivan Putski, Bruno Sammartino, the Road Warriors, Tony Atlas.
The new shit
Ken
is so.
Patera.
The new shit is so bad.
Yeah, Warlord, Barbarian, Sid Vicious, those types, the British Bulldog. I was into the power muscle guys. Ted Arcidi.
Big John Studd.
I didn't particularly like his flabby physique, but
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Hacksaw Jim Cokehead
Fucking.
snort and blow with his arch rival in the same car in a weird match.
Those guys could fuck. I would love to hang out with those guys back in the day. I'm sure they had a lot of fucking fun.
Well, we have a question and answer. Why don't you ask the NWO? Feel free to ask them. The
Ask them what?
best parties they ever had. How much?
They're not going to say that shit on
Yes,
camera.
that's an exclusive event.
All right,
They'll
we'll see,
say
huh?
it. And if they don't, I'm going to hold them accountable.
Okay, we'll do it. Which one of you guys throws the best party?
Yeah, who did the most coke? Who drank the most?
Andre the Giant, they said, drank the most, but that's because, he was the fucking biggest too.
Scott Hall used to come to the matches fucked up every time, drinking.
Yeah, I watched it growing up. I remember it was always on Saturday.
Yeah. One point it was almost every day of the week when you had cable.
Now it is too. I think there's Monday night,
Yeah,
Thursday
I don't
night.
like that. I just can't watch it now.
No, it's so fucking bad.
I do admit I watch classic matches and interviews from back from the 60s and 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
Did you see Roman Reigns? He's out.
Roman Reigns has got leukemia again or something. Yeah, it's. You know who that is.
Yeah, I've heard of him. No, actually, yeah.
Never heard of her.
Jason.
That was pretty fucking funny. Like a gold piss stain.
Surprised Jason lasted that.
He looked like he was about to fall asleep.
Yeah, I know.
Which I'm pretty close myself. You guys about ready to wrap this up?
Yeah.
Was the
Did you find that?
I'm trying to look for what the guy said.
100%.
No, that's not what the song was. It's just he was explaining.
Oh, I
that.
thought that was the name of the song.
No. I don't think so.
That's great.
Lord Tater left, guys. So what minute mark did he leave? Holy shit, he lasted an hour and 45 fucking
He's-
minutes.
I'm lasting.
What was that song you were singing to Dale earlier? All we are saying is give Dale a chance. Jay. Now I can't find where that fucking guy said. It's all right. Let's see here.
Where was it? Instagram comments?
Yeah. Ice Cube has better shit than
An
that.
NBA
I'll
player
leave
is
that
a step
song.
above.
No,
A
thanks.
very small step.
All right. Good night, Maniacs. We're out of here. Thanks again, Dale.
Dale.
DaleChanceGear.com. Go get your shit.
Looking forward to see Winston Churchill himself. And
Oh, and Delray Misfits Gear.com too. How's that? We never promoted that shit.
No.
We got some
Yeah.
shirts left over, but not many.
Get your Lenny reps shirt.
Christina, I'm coming soon. Angel, I love you. Bye.